Welcome to Spotlight New England. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey McClelland.
And I'm Ashley Erling with our favorite
With
segment.
our Wednesdays. You want to go first?
What we're loving. Okay, I'll go first. So I've been thinking about these because, like, we're always loving something.
Yes,
but you're not always like clocking. Oh, I'm loving that.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to just be more conscious of it, which is actually good. Well, I was gonna say it kind of goes along with like a lot of what we're gonna talk about today in general of like energy. But I like that it's making me think like positively, but like, oh, I'm loving that.
Like you're grateful for it.
Loving that. Love that. Okay, so mine is a very fun one this week.
Okay.
I'm loving the return
Thank gosh.
of Wuthering Heights.
I read this book in college. I haven't read it in a while.
I read it a long time ago, and
it's a beautiful book, Ashley.
I bought this one because I wanted to put it in our Valentine's Day segment on the road show as well. So I wanted to have like a pretty cover instead of just having like the Kindle version.
No, it's beautiful.
But I'm rereading it now.
Oh, it's such
which
a
I'm
good
excited
book,
about. It is such a good book, and I'm also excited because I'm somebody who. Like, I love a movie adaptation of a book.
Yes.
But I have to read the book first.
Yeah, I get that.
So I'm rereading this because I don't really remember. It's probably going to take me a little while.
Is the text really big?
No.
No, okay.
It's normal.
It's normal, yeah.
It's kind of like a small. Anyway, but I want to reread this before the movie that comes out this week. So I may end up watching the movie later
at
home because I don't think I'm going to finish this that quick. But I'm excited. I think the movie looks so good.
And I love Margot Robbie so much.
I like her too. I think that she's a good choice. And like obviously always the trailers make everything look like epic. But I'm like, this looks great.
No, I'm excited. And I love that book. And I love Emily Bronte.
I know.
It's such a great book.
It's such a classic. So I'm loving that, like, we're all loving it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Much better than mine.
What's yours?
So mine is like, I know we've talked a lot about jewelry, and you probably remember last year. So this is like my favorite Valentine's necklace.
Yes.
You know that I wear this one all the time.
Yep.
And it is one of those things where like usually Tuesday,
you
I start
do very
thinking,
well with the chunky stuff.
I love this. See, I think you would rock this too. But I mean, and I know you have yours on and I have mine on. We love Aaron Anchor.
Yeah.
They have beautiful things. But this one, I mean, it's just like, I love a chunky necklace and I just love having hearts right around this time of year. And it's just easy to put on. There's nothing super special about this, but I just love it.
No, it's so cute.
I just think it's like one of my favorites to wear this time of year. And it really does kind of go with anything and everything.
The other thing I like about it is that it really hits in a nice place.
I love where it hits.
Now, I feel like you're better at layering than I am because I'm staring at your layers and I'm looking at mine. And I feel like I need mine to like not.
Yours stack
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I need them to not be like on top because I want to see the individual things. But then I see it on you and I do see them all. And I feel like it's not like taking away from it.
No, I mean I do. Even this morning when I threw them on, I was like, should I take off my my evil eye?
Because you kind of wear them all the time, right?
I do. So these two I wear every single day, pretty much. Okay. And then usually I've only been adding this one in, honestly, since like the beginning of February. You know, I'm very conscious of the hearts.
You are.
Clearly my sweater.
You do a nice thematic.
Right? I'm going for it. But this is like under $25 on Amazon.
Oh, I love that. Now, will you do a theme next month, or is this it?
No, because I'm trying to get.
I'm like, do you do this every month?
I try to do like green for St. Patrick's Day. Like, so I have a couple lucky sweaters
every month, or not
just
like
really.
Seasonal,
just seasonal
holiday.
You know, I live for like the Halloween, Christmas, clearly, and Valentine's Day.
Okay,
so I'm bringing a little bit of stuff in.
I tried to look like you on Monday. And
you did.
I mean, I was here. Everyone saw it. But, like, it doesn't look on me the way it looks on you.
Everybody said that they loved your outfit.
You know what happens when people say they love your outfit? They mean, oh, you're wearing something different. I don't think anybody said, I love your outfit. They said,
I thought it was great.
Look at your sweater, meaning, like, cute sweater, but that doesn't look right on you. You know?
I loved it.
That's how I felt. I watched back like our even our pictures from here that day, and I was like, this does not look right on me. On Audrey,
it even Jane said she liked it.
She did.
Yeah, she did love it. I swear Jane said it. It may have been on camera.
I felt like I was playing Audrey dress up.
Oh,
it looked so right on you, and yet so wrong on me. But I thought it was. I did think it was cute, and you know I like pink. But now I'm back to regular me.
Yeah, but this is Ashley to a T over here, always with her leopard or something. But no, this is just one of my favorite things. But I have to say, I think your book wins. That's a really good one.
I love that this is making a comeback, and they're not the same thing, but also Bridgerton is back too, and they give off the same types of vibes.
Yes.
And I love that as well. So I guess I'm just loving the period things that are going on. I'm into that. So, all right, lots of fun coming up today on the show. Stick around. We'll be back right after this break. All right, welcome back to Spotlight New England. We have a very fun show for you today. Coming up next week, it's actually the Lunar New Year. Now, if you're not familiar, I did a little research. 2026 is actually the year of the fire horse, and it starts on February 17th, and it lasts through February 5th of 2027. So even if you didn't have great resolutions for our normal calendar new year, this could be a good time for a reset. And if you're wondering what the year of the horse is all about, I always find these things so fun. The horse symbolizes passion, energy, independence, and hard work. And then the fire element brings in intense change and transformation. I love learning about stuff like this because I think it makes for such a great reset when you want to just kind of tap into your energy and refocus for the year. So again, if you missed our calendar year, it's time for a better reset anyway, because now the universe will be in alignment with you too. And we have a great guest here today who's going to tell us more about it. And by the way, the lucky colors for the year are purple, red, and green, allegedly. So if any of those are your colors, you're in luck. So today we have with us one of our favorite women, medium Jessica Starr is here with us to talk more about all of this. Your hair looks fabulous.
She looks today.
Oh my gosh.
I'm embracing the curls.
She was like this goddess walking
so
in.
Good.
Isn't it so silly? You always see me with straight hair. I straighten it and I have crazy,
oh my gosh, you should never straighten it.
My mom loves when my hair's curly.
I didn't recognize her when I went out. I was like, oh my God, she's walking in. I'm like, look at this
it looks
wave.
Isn't it silly?
No, it looks beautiful.
I don't know why I don't do this more often.
Well, we're so excited to have you back because, as I was just mentioning, we have this Lunar New Year coming up.
We do.
And you know a lot about, energy and astrology and things like that. So I wanted to tap into what people, can maybe, how they can use this as some like a check-in, a reset, like how does the energy affect us?
Yeah.
All of that stuff.
Okay.
So as I was saying, this is the year of the horse.
Yes.
What do you think that means? Does that mean anything to you?
It does. It does mean a lot. I think that we're going to start. Hi. I love you both. I'm happy to be here.
She goes, I get to sit on these cushiony seats.
I know. This is nice because I'm 4'11", so I'm high up. I think that for the year of the horse, we're finally getting back into this idea of like taking action. And I said this to you recently on a reading. I think for a while now, we've just kind of all been stagnant and just, we got so used to post-COVID and sitting home and remote and saying no to events, no to social things, and we got in this funk and we realized like, no, we need community. We need to take action again. We need to like be taking life by the reins. And with the horse energy, it's go, go, go. And I'm excited for that because yes, there's years you need to like go within and kind of just like embrace the hermit. No. With horse energy, it's like you want to start a new business. You want to clean your house. You want to sell your house. You want to declutter. You want to do all these action-oriented things. It's the time to do it. We no more saying like next month, next year. Like this is very action oriented with the horse. And I think it's important that people start embracing like community again, going back out, saying yes to things. I'm excited for the Lunar New Year. I said that to you in a reading.
I remember that.
So the horse is just this embrace of like power. It's exactly what it sounds like, right? The year of the horse. You've got that power. You've got that motivation, the momentum,
ready to run.
And I think a lot of that we're feeling that. I know the past couple of months, people being sick and Christmas and stuff. Fine, we slowed down a little bit. No more. Coming into the spring, we're just rip-roaring to go.
There was a video of as soon as like the New Year hit. There was a video of a beautiful horse running on the beach. With like really motivating music over it, and it was one of those things where I'm like, I'm gonna watch this every morning.
It's like a good visualization.
Because it was a true like visualization of how you should be running, and every time like you talk about that, I know when I had my reading with you recently, my mind always goes to that like beautiful horse running on the beach. Like now's the time, do it. Like don't stop.
Don't
Let's
even
run.
think about it, because I think we get so inside our heads. And we're like, I don't know, should I not do that? Should I not take that chance? Like, I think gone are those days. I think we're kind of like the pendulum swinging back. and we're realizing like, no, I want to take the initiative. I want to make new friends. I want to get closer to family that maybe I lost contact with. Like all these important things of us kind of socializing again.
Yeah.
And just so proudly taking that lead again. Just like you said, the horse. It's important. It really is.
I so feel that. Like I do feel like the past couple of years, it's been almost like a protection thing of like survival in a way of like protecting your energy and protecting, you know, who you are and all of that stuff. But I feel like truly like this now, even when we were talking about like our intentions for the year, Audrey, it was like, no, this year is the year we're doing stuff. Like we are doing this. All these things that we've had ideas about, all these things that we've talked about, like, you know, what if we did that? What if it, like, it's time to like be off and running. And I think it's
more
so
hypotheticals.
Interesting with the universe, with astrology, how you can actually viscerally feel.
You can feel it
that
as
difference.
A collective. Yeah. As a collective, truly.
Tell us more about like, how do I phrase this? Like how astrology really does kind of come into play in our own lives for people who kind of like maybe don't follow that world.
I mean, you guys know me. I always come from a neutral place. I think astrology it doesn't have to rule and run you because there's, you know, you can stay neutral with it. There's going to be a lot of positives and a lot of negatives. We all know the memes online, TikTok, YouTube that tell us like, well, if you're a Gemini, this is what's wrong with you. If you're an Aries, we don't have to go by that. Take what resonates with your soul or what you connect with and run with it. But if it's something that's negative, that's like, you know, if you're an Aries, you're hot-tempered. If you're Gemini, you're two-faced. You don't have to go by that. Sometimes that can be like a fun meme. But I want everyone to kind of look at this in a positive direction. You can look up your sun, moon, and rising. You don't even have to hire someone to do it. There's so many online websites that you can look stuff up for free. You simply type in your, like, where you were born, the city you were born in, the time of birth, and your date, and it's going to give you so much cool information. And I always tell people, take it with a grain of salt. If it affects you negatively and you feel like, oh, this is too much info for me, that's why some people shy away. But there's a lot of powerful things that you can take from your astrology signs, you know, and I think for me, I'm a Gemini, and then I'm a Sag moon, Sag rising. With that, this is me being so talkative and outgoing and wanting to get to know everyone. Everyone has positives with their astrological signs, and I think there's always time to embrace that. Especially with the Lunar New Year coming. We have, I'm so excited about the Lunar New Year.
Are you excited about it?
I am. Okay. And Ash actually messaged me about it and was like, let's talk about it a little. I'm excited because, and I said to you in your reading, I never consider the new year January 1st. That's very much our calendar. We have that logical state of mind, January, you know, the whole year. But realistically, if you think about it, and people say to me, Jessica, in my readings, like, why am I still so sluggish? I'm sick. The house is a mess. My business isn't taking off. A lot of things aren't unfolding correctly. And it's still January, February. I'm like, I consider the new year, like, you know, I consider it March. Lunar New Year is coming up February. I do think to myself, like, think about when our lives really pick up. It's the spring, right? The things blossom again. The snow's off the ground. We're feeling better. We're out. We're renewed. And I think of us like the flowers. We're still in hibernation right now. So please cut yourself a break if you're still not where you want to be. If you did a vision board, if you did something where you're like, I wrote everything down. It's not coming true yet. Please let the spring be that time where you like pick yourself back. That's why we do spring cleaning, right? We do all these things in the spring to renew, but then we feel terrible January 1st when our lives didn't magically change. And I hear it across the board with my clients. You know, mid-January comes, everyone's like, I'm still not losing the weight and I didn't get that job offer yet. I'm like, you've got to give your time. We are hibernating right now.
That's such a good way to put it.
We are truly hibernating. We're shedding our old selves. A lot of us get sick during the winter. Like, give yourself some grace. It sounds corny, but even a lot of the viewers can clock to themselves like, yeah, actually my life does pick up in the spring.
Right, because it is blooming.
My social engagements, I'm out, I'm exercising more, I'm saying yes to events, like I'm taking walks, like that's important. And astrology's fun. I tell people, try to have fun with it. If it affects your mental health in a negative way, shy away from it. But if you feel like you can look up stuff online and you like it and it resonates with you, sometimes it's fun to realize like little things that give us the quirks that we have.
I think so.
I think so. Loved it.
That's what I like about it, and what I kind of take from it is, like you said, like you kind of take what you need and whatever.
Exactly.
And some people, you know, maybe don't like it because they're very religious, but I think they kind of go together hand in hand. And I think that if you think of it all as the universe, whomever you think created the universe or is in charge of our universe, it's still just, you know, paying respect to that.
Right.
So I think it's kind of fun to think about, like, you know, if you were born at a certain time or on a certain day, if it influences your, just like who you are. And I think it's like, you know, there's nothing, you don't have to take it so serious, like you said.
You don't. Right.
You
I
don't.
love that.
And I myself, you know this, I'm religious. I love God very much. I'm very faithful. And I think that my clients really appreciate that because a lot of them are as well.
Yeah.
And I said last time on the show, I don't push anything on anyone, very respectful of people's viewpoints on religion. If they don't want to come to me about certain things, I would never push them on it.
Yeah.
So I like what you said, that if you want to take like tiny pieces of positive stuff and add it in, even if you are religious or you have certain viewpoints, listen, nothing has to define us as a whole. You don't have to, you know, drown yourself in astrology.
Right.
Because that could be a spiritual psychosis too, right? We kind of have to balance ourselves really well. And I think it's important to do. If you want to take some of the nice stuff or some of the quirky stuff or the fun stuff with astrology and run with it, so be it. I had an incident years ago where there was an app that I followed that I felt a lot of the stuff was more negative based on astrology, and I deleted it, and that's okay.
That's okay.
It didn't resonate with my soul. I didn't find it productive for me.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, if this isn't helping me or uplifting me, why do I want to do this?
Yeah.
But
it makes sense, to be honest with you.
If people are like, we're coming into this Lunar New Year, it's next week, it's exciting. If they want to, like, is there a way they can prepare? Like, I know you do tarot. Like, should people kind of like tap into almost like something like that to manifest the year ahead of them? Or is it more of like a, let me just take this energy on and be as I am? Like, are there, like, do you ever do any rituals or anything around that time of year?
I think that's really when I get my mindset about cleansing.
Yeah.
Decluttering, cleansing things that no longer serve me, doing a lot of donations. If I know, you know, just there's so much about purging that's so healthy for us spiritually.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one thing. And I already said that spring cleaning's huge, right?
Yeah.
There's things I want to donate to women's shelters. There's things that I know can be thrown out. There's a lot of kids stuff I have from my son that I know I can donate.
Yeah.
That alone is just going to change. And you know, you both have homes. Like the energy just changes.
Yes.
You open up the windows, you really start to get just so much of that stale energy out. It's just so good. I'm a huge manifestation person. Vision boards, journaling. Obviously you have to be action oriented, right?
Yep.
But I still think, like, if you want now with the spring coming to make a new list, maybe January 1st list doesn't resonate with you anymore. Make a new list. Always be adding to it. Don't put yourself in a box where you're like, January 1st came, I didn't do my resolutions, that was it. I didn't go under the table with my grapes. Like, no, you can change at any point. You can, I mean, people get their dream job in October. People meet, you know, the love of their life in July. It doesn't, people really restrict themselves of like, well, I missed my window.
Right.
No.
I'm glad to hear you say that because I think that just needs to be like reiterated for people.
It has to be, because I know this from talking to my clients, they get disappointed in themselves. I must have done something wrong around the new year.
Right.
That I didn't write things down accordingly. Was I not? We should always be adding to what we want throughout the year. We change as humans. We shed. I could want something completely different in a month from now than I want right now.
Yeah.
I always tell people, leave extra room on your vision boards. If you go to Dollar Tree, you go to Home Goods, whatever you do to have a cork board, that's, you know, your visual.
Yeah.
You can always add. It's not this idea of like, well, I made the vision board. It's got to stay that way. No.
Right. I can't add. I can't take.
Go to Target and get a cheap notebook and just write things down. It doesn't have to be fancy.
Yeah.
And I think for so long now with commercialism and everyone just wanting to buy all of the things, they're like, if I don't do this right, it's not going to work.
Right.
I'm glad you're saying this.
It does. It's so good to hear this.
And I talk to my clients about this a lot. They're like, do I not have the right crystals? Do I not have the right tarot decks?
Right.
Be fair to yourself, right? The economy can be hard. You don't have to be out there spending a ton of money on all these things. You can if you want to, if that's what you choose, but you don't have to. And I think there's so much power with like intention and love that comes from being able to manifest things in community. I think when you talk with your friends, you two are best friends, you work so well together, you bounce ideas, that works a lot for manifestation.
Yeah.
Great point.
See, there we go, Ash.
That is a great
when you're putting it out there.
A tarot deck. So I do have one at home.
Okay.
What would be, and I haven't used it forever. It's like been in a drawer probably for almost a decade.
Yeah.
So like, but like, what would be the process? Like, would you say, listen, you pull a card every morning or just when you feel like you should?
I would pull it when you're ready and you feel like you're in that mental space to do so. If you wake up and you're not ready and you don't want to, don't do it. Don't do anything that doesn't resonate with you.
And this might sound silly, but do you do like a ritual before you will pull a card? Do I just take a few deep breaths? Do I just kind of like, I remember when I used to do it, I'm like, okay, what feels like, what card is calling me? And that's how
does this feel?
Yeah.
Do whatever you feel is right.
Okay.
Deep breaths. You could just like meditate beforehand. There's free meditations on YouTube. Like I said, it doesn't have to be expensive.
Yeah.
Open a window, do like your deep breathing, box breathing, do as 1 card spread, 3 card spread. However you feel like you need to do it. Yeah. Absolutely.
If people want to get in touch with you, because you do so much for so many people.
Amazing reading.
How should they go about doing so?
I'm still gonna stick behind the scenes. So my website and my phone number, like my business number, people can always reach me. I do a lot of tarot. You know, last time I was on here, we kind of harped on the mediumship.
Yeah.
A lot of my clients call me strictly for tarot.
Yeah.
They want nothing to do with the mediumship, based on what they need.
Yeah.
And
just like almost like a reaffirming kind of.
Yeah, it's great. You can talk about like what's coming up with my life, my love life, my work. Sometimes people don't want to get into the spiritual people that have passed on. They want to talk about what's going on right now, and maybe they don't know how to read their own cards, or they don't want to read their own cards. Yeah. I'm there to do it for them. And I also do tarot classes as well.
Oh, amazing.
Okay, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today. I'm excited for the lunar new. This was like a great
I think it's great energy, and I'm hoping everyone here can feel the energy of like, we still have time.
Yes.
You don't have to set a date on becoming a new person. Every single day we have that chance.
That's the best takeaway for today. All right, stick around. We have more coming up on Spotlight New England. Welcome back to Spotlight New England. So, Audrey, did you know that this year Valentine's spending is actually supposed to be up?
I did not know that.
It is. I saw a little survey about that. So Valentine's spending is up, which I think, there are a number of reasons why, one of which is probably inflation. But regardless, if you're looking for a gift, I thought this was like a really fun local gift idea. Plus, they sent this gorgeous package, which I think speaks for itself. So, Sakonnet Vineyard here in Little Compton. Right. This is actually the oldest vineyard in New England.
It's the oldest one? I didn't know that.
I think in New England, which I think is
very cool.
Very cool. So, this is one of their estate wines that they grow the grapes for there. Okay. And they have this awesome gift box with a couple of glasses. So, what you can do also is go down there and just have like a really fun tasting and pick up a bottle. And they're doing a special collaboration this weekend for Valentine's Day, which is obviously on Saturday. And you can go and they're going to have a local florist. And you can add, I believe they're making like toppers for the wine bottle.
Oh, cool.
Which is really, really cool. So I just thought that was such a fun idea. And I love first of all, I love wine.
I do too.
But second of all, I love local, which obviously this is. And the other thing that's really cool about this, I think I'm going to butcher the name, but I believe it's a Chambrusco. It is actually a fizzy red. And that is trending right now.
I know. It's trending.
I have been seeing this everywhere.
Do you like it?
Well, I haven't even tried this bottle yet.
You have to tell me.
I love red, generally speaking.
Yes, you do.
Like, I'm more of a red wine person, so I'll definitely try this. It will have to be chilled, obviously.
Oh my God, yeah.
But like, it could almost.
But it sounds actually really
almost
good.
Like I'm guessing like a lighter red.
Yeah.
With like an effervescent kind of like.
I bought a red this past weekend, and I thought of you.
Did you? Did you drink it?
I did drink, but even Matt was like, "What? Who are you?"
It's like how I started drinking white.
Yeah, but. You know what? I felt like it.
But I feel like this is also a fun kind of like celebratory Valentine's
Day. This is a great gift idea. Very cool.
Just one gift as we head into the weekend. Thanks for joining us today on Spotlight New England. We'll see you next time.